My name is Chris Grimes. I am the owner and operator of Mountain-Cajun Getaway, which is a nonprofit retreat home for combat veterans and their families. And we're in Pendleton County, West Virginia. One of the programs that we offer here is Tap to Taste, which is our maple syrup program. And the program originated as a resource for those families to interact with one another. Those families can go up on the 135-acre sugar bush. They extract the sap. They bring it back down here to the house. They learn how to use the refractometer and hydrometer. They evaporate the syrup. They make their own label and they place it on a bottle and they take it home with them. But for the most part, it was designed as an experience for that family to get them to reconnect with one another. And now it has grown into a way for us to be self-sustainable and selling some of our products during West Virginia Maple Days. It's always therapeutic for us to have a family come out here and see a change take place. And when those families want to come back to us, it's an awesome feeling. I can speak for military because that was my life, but trauma, anxiety, PTSD can be found in any job-related field. So we utilize nature here as one of our tools. The state of West Virginia has so much to offer when it comes to outdoor recreational therapy. There's so many studies that show when families work together, hike together, fish together, grow gardens together, the outcome is so positive. It's an opportunity for them to look at maybe a career change, because there's an opportunity for people to come out here and say, you know what is wealth? Is it a 6-digit figure income, or is it spending time with my family and growing something with my family? So we have a lot of families that come here that actually are contemplating whether or not they're going to leave the rat race of the big cities and come out here and do some homesteading. This is not easy work by any means. Farming is never easy, but when you're growing something as a family, it's so self-rewarding. So when you stop and reevaluate the definition of wealth, you have a tendency to think, you know what, this is a pretty good lifestyle. So we talked about our nonprofit here at Mountain-Cajun Getaway, and now we're partnering up with Future Generations University. I was introduced to them through Sierra Cox and the Department of Agriculture, and we're starting this new program where we recognize the outdoor recreational therapy. We recognize how agriculture is a big part. And so what we're doing now is we're trying to bring in those families that would be interested in this life change and new lifestyle, and bring them out to participating farms that would be those farms would be actually mentors. So if we had a family coming in from Florida that was looking at this lifestyle change, depending on where they wanted to buy property, if it was here in Pendleton County, they could come stay with us. We would be a mentor for several days. We would show them how to do maple syrup, because that's what we do here. But maybe it's forest farming in another county. If we have a sushi menu of these veteran-owned business farmers that want to help participate, they could really pay dividends to these veterans that want to come out here and change their lifestyle. Because maybe it's someone in Charleston that they want to buy property in Charleston. Well, if we have a veteran farmer that's in Charleston that wants to do mentorship, we can push that veteran down there and they can stay there for a couple days and understand what that farming has involved as well. Because you can't be just a single source farmer. You can't produce maple and provide for your business for the whole year. It's just one step of that farming. And the state of West Virginia is pretty interesting because it's homesteading through its history. There's no huge farms here that are producing dairy cows and milk for the United States. But for the most part, it's very small farms. And It's an interesting lifestyle, hard lifestyle, but people need to be set up with the right tools. And if we have veterans that have never farmed before, then what better way than to go visit these veteran farmers? We've been doing this now for 2 years, and I think we can consider ourselves very successful in that, and looking forward to helping other veterans make that same step.
Mike Shaw, Grandpa Tom's Maple Farm in southern Upshur County. And we're looking to expand our income and looking to actually reach out and help some veterans too. Being a veteran myself, it's near and dear to my heart, so we're looking to help out the veteran community. And this was a unique, it caught my eye, and what he has going on here is just amazing. And I just wanted to pick his brain a little bit, Chris's brain, to see what we could offer at our farm. So what Chris has going on with using his maple farm and his house that he's been blessed with, and his property in general, to allow families just to come and relax, is even not work or have any kind of activities or whatever, but just to get away from everything is pretty amazing for just his hospitality, just to be able to do this. So it's inspiring to me to be able to possibly be able to do the same thing in a different capacity. But I was very impressed when we walked on the property and saw what he has to offer.
So as this program starts to start up here, one of the things that we really want to reach out to our veteran farmers, and it can be other, they don't have to be veterans themselves, but that sushi menu of who we are, we really have a network of people in our state when it comes to veterans. And if you have comments or questions or ideas, definitely reach out to me. I'm always someone that's available, and if I can't get the answer for you, I can always do a positive handoff with any veteran with any questions that they might have. And I feel comfortable enough now that as I get to know these farmers, I know that they're going to help this individual out, whether it's how to do grant writing, how to raise cows, or how to do maple syrup. Whatever it is, it's all about giving back to our community and networking and supporting veterans.
I'm Erica Marks. I'm the director of the U Mountain Center here in Hillsborough, West Virginia. And we have 500 acres, and it's just beautiful land with ponds and mature forests. And we saw a lot of potential for this to be a place for people to come to have restorative experiences and educational experiences. And we're excited to serve a community of veterans to have that sort of experience where they can come and connect with the land, connect with family members, and it's just a place that people come and find, deep peace and that sort of just a sense of belonging to a larger piece of the world, I think. You can hear the bird song, the breeze through the trees, everything about it is just kind of invites you to take a breath and just kind of consider where you are in this moment. And so the kinds of things that we have here at the U Mountain Center are things that we think highlight the best of what it's like to live in this part of the Appalachian Mountains. So the U Mountain Center and Future Generations have been partners on non-timber forest product initiatives in the past as a way of bringing economic opportunity to the area and looking at the forest on just different levels as far as people can forest farm. One of the things that we do here is teach people how to forest farm. And Future Generations has this maple project, and so we know that where there's stands of maple trees, that the soil is really good for the botanicals to grow in that understory. So we're teaching people about ginseng and black cohosh and golden seal, and all these plants that people want globally are found only in Appalachia. And we know that that's an association with maple. And so if you have people living off the land who can tap their trees for saps and then grow these botanicals. And then they also have this place that's beautiful for recreation and restoration activities. Then you kind of had this multi-layered approach to preserving this iconic Appalachian habitat, as well as a place that's really nice for people to live and to recreate. Yeah, so I was introduced to Chris Grimes at a workshop at Future Generations University, and I feel like the kind of work that they're doing, which is bringing people out to a place of great peace and just kind of essential being close to the land and doing things with their hands and giving families a chance to just have time together at a different pace than they might have where they live and work. I think that's something that resonates really well with what we're doing here. And so their project is a real inspiration. So we have weekend programs that people kind of find us based on interest sometimes. We'll have like a mushroom weekend, and people who are real into mushrooms, there's a community around that, and they'll come and do a foray and learn more about identification and cooking or just people who are just learning about that. So they'll engage through that avenue. We've had birding weekends. We've had a women's retreat. So we're here as a resource for people who live here, but also want to show people who live other places maybe a different side of Appalachia that they haven't seen before. Today we're here with Future Generations, and we've invited veterans or military-connected families to come and learn about opportunities available for them to host people on their farm or on their land, to have some sort of retreat, to have some sort of experience that they might not have available to them where they live. And the people who live here, we might take it for granted, the lifestyle that we have, the landscape that we have, the beauty that surrounds us. But if you're coming from a more urbanized area or a suburban area with a lot more population, what we have is special, and I think people are seeking that. And if we can share that with people, I think it's a mental health service I think that you're providing, and it's also a way to sustain a rural lifestyle that's also kind of increasingly difficult to sustain. U Mountain Center is at 9494 Lobelia Road in Hillsboro, West Virginia, 24946. We're in Pocahontas County, the southern part of Pocahontas County in the Appalachian Mountains. We have a website. It's www.umountain.org. And our phone number is 304-653-4079.